Frequently asked beer questions. What's in a beer? Well, Mitch, thanks for putting this in front of all of us. Why do we beer geek? Why am I into beer? I like beer. Tastes good. I am not much of a geek. My son's a geek. But I like good beer. And I like my son. And next question. Who am I going to call out? Well, I'm going to call out you, Ian Carroll, and Steve Molson, and Les from Two Hands Brewing, and Polly Detmerds, you RJB. You're my favorite RJB. Z German? I don't know if you've been called out. Clive, Norfolk Hillbilly, you've been called out, I think, but I don't know if I've seen a frequently asked beer questions video yet. So, but the new guy on the block is not such a new guy, but I found him and I like him, and he's really got a lot to bring to this community. Captain Crunchberry. So I'm calling you out. All right, he's been watching. Bearded Brewer, calling you out too. Okay, so what's my favorite beer? I know one particular experience I had that was very good, and that was getting a 6-day-old Pliny the Elder flown in by Nathan, handed off to me. I took to the beach in New Buffalo, Michigan, and sat and watched the waves and drank Pliny. That was an experience. It was really good. If I had to drink one beer forever, I don't know if it'd be a heavy-duty hop bomb. I'd like to have something that was solid and just all-around good. Nice malt character with decent hops and good water. So, anything that falls into that category, right? I can't call any particular beer out. What's my favorite ingredient? I'm taking these out of order, by the way. I think water is my favorite ingredient because without that as a base, yeah, I don't know. Can't have beer without grain. Can't have beer without yeast. Actually, you can have wort, right? Like Nate said. So, do I have to pick a favorite? How do I stay healthy? It's because I live an active life. I have an active lifestyle. I like to garden, like to work outside, out of doors. I like to walk, do physical exercise and strenuous stuff, but I don't exercise nearly enough. But I do eat well. My wife is an excellent cook and very savvy to nutrition and our needs, and she's a savior. She's my best influence. She does well, keeping me going. And we like natural foods. So, like to garden, probiotics. That's why I like beer, because there's probiotics. Most of them, the good ones. Am I an alcoholic? This list is ridiculous. I don't know. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I have been known to fall down, but I don't go to meetings and I don't have a daily problem where I have to wake up and drink to function. So, no. I enjoy good beer. I like getting buzzed every so often, but, I'm responsible. So, do I brew? Not nearly enough, but I do. And what was my first beer? I think it was probably an Old Style, or a Schlitz, or a Blatz, or a Falstaff, or one of those Wisconsin beers that came along. Maybe it was from Pennsylvania, I don't know. But it was Midwest, Chicagoland. That's why I said Old Style. Could have been a Miller High Life. I didn't drink until I was like 20 or 21. I was an old hippie, so didn't take alcohol until I was older. Leaves me with a question of who do I look up to? Well, I look up to a lot of our community. There's a lot of good people here. There's a lot of good camaraderie. There's great people to influence all of us. One real strong influence for me personally was Paul Wicksteed. Meant a lot to be able to get to know him. I wish I would have met him face to face, but we did have many conversations over the phone and via YouTube chats or Google Hangouts and stuff like that. SJ, you've been a real good influence too. Kevin Clements. A lot of good people involved in the SJ Port Challenge. And Tony Yates is really a great influence, getting me more and more into it. I remember waking up real early, or no, staying up. We stayed up real late one night, and Tony woke up real early, and Nathan and I had about an hour-long chat with him when he was doing that series on home brewing for a while back. That was good, great experience, and that was very influential. So there's more of the backstory if you want to hear it, if you want to find that recording, because I think it's still out there. But I don't remember what that series was called. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks, Chris, Brick and Mortar. I hope you enjoy the beers. And you too. Jake and whoever else I sent to. Tyler, I think I sent you some beers. And Mike. There's a lot of good people here in this group. Cheers.